So I built a second chicken tractor to be able to house all of our 8 chickens that we have. But with this one I went through and videoed all the steps that we went through to make it, and I'll show that to you right now. All this is 10-foot material. Over there on the left is a 4-inch sewer pipe, all for the feeder and the waterer. Then we've got 6.5 inches of the electrical PVC. Then there's 5 1/2 inch of the same material on the right there, and those are the hoops. Then we have here some fittings for the sewer pipe. 2 45s are for the feeder, the 90 is for the water. And we've got 4.5 inch T's. Those are for the base. The 4 elbows for the center rectangle. And then there's the 4 caps for the water and the feeder. And then there's 4 of the couplers there so that the handles can still be removable. All of that was about $80 at Home Depot. And then we have some hardware cloth here. This is a 3-foot by 50-foot roll. I got that for about $38 at Farm Supply. Home Depot has it for about $50. And then this is the rest of my roll of the pool wall that I've salvaged from an old above ground swimming pool. That's 4 foot wide, and once again I'll use that for the roof. The other materials are plywood, and I haven't cut that or brought that out yet. And then there's some screws. Of course, I'm using 1 inch and some 1 5/8. And now let's get to the building. So here we've got the chicken tractor started with our building. This is how the loops go in. It goes through these holes right here like this. And I'm drilling those holes with this drill. And the problem is that it tends to catch. I'll show you what I mean. Get started, so far it starts to catch, and then if I go hard on it, it'll actually crack the pipe. So I'm going to put it in reverse and actually melt my way through it. Works better on faster speed. Now I'm putting it forward again to clean it out. And there we go. Now over here is the part that will be the center part that we'll use as a handrail, and we'll put that up into the loops after we get all the loops in. This back side here is the Coop part of the chicken tractor, and these are the floor supports right there, and the front wall. Next I'll be cutting those slats down the middle and making a doorway that flops down for the chickens to come up into the coop area, and the nesting will be right here at the back. And this front part will be totally open. Side of the old pool there will be the floor in here, and it'll slide in and out, and as it slides out I'll have boards above it that'll scrape the chicken poop right off onto the ground to make it easy to clean. You can see the wire sticking up to the top there to raise and lower the ladder for the chickens. The way that works, you can see here I've got a couple of clamps, one on each side of this bar, through just an eye bolt that's screwed into the side of the ladder, and from outside we can lift and lower this, and because of the angle of the bar that we're pulling up on, when it's in this position it holds it closed pretty well. You can see my cuts and everything are not terribly pretty, but gotta remember who I'm making it for. It's for chickens after all. There's the view from the side. You can see the scraper there and scrapers here in the back as well. This is the nesting area. There's 2 places for nesting. They're rather large, but we're only going to put 5 chickens in here, so 2 should be plenty. Here's the back door. Open the latch, pull that down, and you'll be able to see in through there and out through the front. Top view of the pole for opening and closing the chicken door. It works like that. Flip it over there, and you can see the door is closed here. Flip it back, it opens up. This is the human door to the chicken tractor. It's not the easiest to get in and out of, but I had a little difficulty. I was going to make it full height, but it turned out I really needed this support across here, so I went back to the same design as I did on the first chicken tractor. And it works pretty well. And so the door goes on. It has a little slot down at the bottom to slide into, and then the little, you can use PVC. I had some indoor water pipe there that I like better. It's a little more flexible and tougher, so I use that for a latch. And then this can go on here too. This is mostly for moving. It's in the way that I've attached the hardware fabric, they call it. By the way, the reason we didn't use chicken wire on this is I've been told that raccoons can chew right through it, so we went with the hardware fabric, which is a little better. What I did is I stapled across the top here, and then down at the bottom I've got a screw holding in the edge. I've got these strips here. What this is just some PVC pipe, leftover pipe from the previous project that I just cut into roughly thirds, and then we just put that up there, put screws in, and it just clamps down. And then we just tied it up with wire in a few places here, and haven't put the fabric across this side or the back side yet, but it's just about done. Here are all the parts for the automatic feeder. Here's the automatic waterer pieces. Well, we got them finished. We've got good automatic feeder over here on this side. With it's mounted here at 2 places. The food just comes down here pretty much automatically. You just keep it filled. The top here is so that if this wasn't here, the chickens would get up on the edge and poop in the food. As it is, we haven't had any problem with poop in the food, which is really cool. This is the automatic waterer. We've got down here the chicken nipples. The chickens just peck on these and they get their water that way. There's one on each side. And about the automatic feeder is the diffuser. This keep the water from coming in on the side through there and getting in the food. So these are the wheels that I put on this chicken tractor. It took a while to figure out how to design this. I've got credits down below for where I got my inspiration, but there's a 2x6 in the back screwed in. I've got a 2x6 in the front here, and this is a 1x4 that I've cut on an angle to try to get this straight up to compensate for the angle of this. And then we've got the axles on with a 1/2-inch bolt. I've got another 1/2-inch bolt down here to hold it. As I lift up on this bolt here will hold it at the desired height. Now I'll go on over and lift up the other side. That's all there is to it. Thanks for watching our video.